this thing on? Is this thing on? Why do I get the bad mic? Why does Carney get the good mic and I get the bad mic? It might be a conspiracy. That might be why I didn't do
Just
so
a bad
well.
producer. Bad producer.
That might be why I think that's why Trump and I have done so bad. We got the wrong type of mic.
I think Carney's just better prepared.
Well, we know that's not true. That is definitely not true. That is the voice of Kevin Burke, who is going to be performing Defending the Caveman at Westport Plaza, the Playhouse at Westport Plaza, and opening night is Friday night. Kevin Burke, welcome to Big 550 KTRS.
Thank you so much. Good to be here.
We should say it runs from Friday night through October 23rd, Defending the Caveman. It is a small, intimate setting, so it's a great way to sort of connect with the audience.
Yeah.
You've been doing the show in Vegas for how long?
Been doing the show in Vegas since 2007. I was on the Broadway tour from 2003 to 2007.
And tell people, it's a one-man show, right?
Yes. It's a one-man comedy, Broadway show. It's about communication between men and women, how we misunderstand each other because we communicate differently.
Right.
You know, for example, if a woman says, "I'll call you," she means when she gets home.
Right.
If a man says, "I'll call you," he means before he dies. And we explain why that is.
If a man says he'll call you, you have a 50-50 shot of actually calling it at some point.
Exactly.
We were talking before you came on the air. I asked you how rehearsals were going.
Yeah, and I looked at you quizzically.
Right.
Rehearsals?
Rehearsals, because
What
why?
is this? What is this?
There are no rehearsals for this show.
No, I do the show 7 days a week out in Las Vegas. So I literally last night, because I flew in last night was my first night off in 18 months.
Really?
Yeah.
So for the last 18 months, every night you've done this show.
Absolutely.
Wow. Then you were telling me that every once in a while you forget.
It happens, you know. Okay, I've done the show over 4,000 times at this point, but even so, something will bubble up out of the audience. Somebody will say something really goofy. It'll distract me for a second, and I forget where I am in the show. I have no idea what's next. I have a script on stage ready because I don't have a prompter.
Right.
I don't have anybody to tell me. So I have a script on stage, and I'll just signal for our technical director, Troy Geiges, to play some intermission music. I'll sit down with the script, and I'll find my place in the script. Okay, and then I put the script away, and we continue.
And you just sort of incorporate it as part of the show.
Well, and that's part of the beauty of live theater is that stuff happens.
Right.
You know, that's why we like watching live broadcasts of sitcoms when they do one.
Right.
Yeah.
Wow. There you go. How long did it take you to learn it in the first place?
About a month.
About a month.
Yeah, it's 80 pages of monologue.
Right.
Yeah.
And then, but even though you've done it 4,000 times, there's no two performances are the same.
No, because you know, you would think that as a one-man show, you would think that, okay, it's one guy, he goes up there, he says the words, he says goodnight. No, the audience is my acting partner. Even though they don't have lines, the energy that they give back, the way they react to certain things, because, you know, there are things in Caveman that are said that are meant to provoke a little bit so that we can make a greater comedic point about relationships. And audiences will often react very strongly.
Right.
Yeah. It's
So
really
they'll
cool.
boo, they'll hiss, they'll moan, they'll groan, they'll clap, they'll cheer, they'll yell.
Oh, I've had a woman in the middle of the show go, "That's BS," except she said the words.
Right.
And then I said, "Okay." And then I completed the point, and then the little comic twist at the end of it. And at the end, she went, "Oh, I get that now. Yeah, that's right." What happens is women drag their husbands to the show.
Right.
And it's a great Broadway show for guys because there's no singing and dancing. So women drag their husbands to the show. The guys sit there. The guys start to go, "Oh, this is good. We're not getting bashed. This isn't Andrew Dice Caveman.
Right.
All right, this is what." And then you see couples start nudging each other. Go, "That's you. Yeah, there's you. There's you." They walk out arm in arm,
Right.
and as they leave, they tell me they fell in love all over again.
Yeah. Do they laugh and moan and scream and yell all at the same places?
Every audience is different.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. There are punchlines in the show that are hilarious. And then every once in a while, the audience will just sit there quietly through that punchline. And then I'll say the next line, which is the setup for another bit that we're going to, and they'll laugh uproariously at the setup line as though, we're not sure that was the end of the punchline, so we'll laugh now. We'll give you the laugh now.
That's the beauty of live theater.
You never know what's going to happen, and that's what makes it a communal experience.
And that's why live theater is turn your television off, which is
yeah.
recorded theater,
Yeah.
right? And go see
Yeah.
live theater. It's so
you're-
much better.
You're sitting there watching, you're listening to dead people laugh, first of all the laugh tracks, those are dead people recorded in the 50s. And you're sitting there, you're watching the show, you're being told when to laugh, while you wait for the commercials to tell you what you're supposed to want and what you're supposed to need.
Right.
That's crazy.
Thank you. Thank you very much. That's Kevin Burke. Just flew in from Vegas. He is performing Defending the Caveman at the Playhouse at Westport Plaza. They just redid it. Looks really nice.
It's beautiful in there. We went in there yesterday to
Yeah.
put the set in. It's beautiful.
Yeah. Kevin Burke, you have some tickets to give away?
I believe we do.
How many tickets are we going to give away?
How many do you want to give away?
700?
How many pairs do you want to give away?
Hundreds and
She
hundreds.
told me 10 pairs. I don't know if we can.
How about we do this? How about we give a pair of tickets to the first 5 callers? How about that? 314-969-KTRS, 1-888-550-KTRS, or star KTRS. The first 5 callers get 2 tickets to the Playhouse. Defending the Caveman starts Friday night, runs through October 23rd, and you have prepared 4,000 practices
Yes,
for the opening night here in St. Louis.
I have it memorized at this point,
Yes.
for the most part.
Yes.
And if anybody's not lucky enough to call in and win, tickets are available at metrotix.com.
Metrotix.com, and you can certainly buy it at the box office out there at Westport too. Yeah, 1 hour before at the door. It's Defending the Caveman, starts Friday, September 30th, runs through October 23rd. Grab a date, grab your spouse.
It is a perfect date night. Guys, if you're looking for a date night to take your wife or your girlfriend out, something she's really going to have a good time and you're going to enjoy it too, Caveman's your show.
Yes, or leave the girlfriend at home and take the wife, or vice versa, whatever
Bring
you
them
need to do. Defending the Caveman, September 30th, opening night, runs through October 23rd at the Playhouse at Westport. Kevin Burke, thanks for coming in.
Oh, thanks for having me.
You
man.
got
This
it.
is great.
9:17 here, Big 550.